Hey, it's me again. Welcome to vlog number 4. Today we're doing something a little different. I'm just gonna strip it down to the bare bones because I want to start editing. Ali hasn't, and so I don't want to spend all my time editing this. I've made 2 lists of blockbuster movies. The top 20 of the 2000s, box office speaking, worldwide box office, and the top 20 movies of the 2010s. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be voting for these movies tournament style, putting the top box office of the 2000s versus the top box office of the 2010s, like 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, boom. Now I have to admit that I got this from another YouTube channel called Elevated Entertainment. I'll put the link to the channel in that section. They're a very small YouTube channel, so hey, feel free to go check it out and see what their picks were. Although I think that they were doing the US domestic box office, and so it's a little bit different. So I'm gonna call up my good friend Predacon Paul, and we're gonna battle it out together. Him and I may have different picks, but we're only gonna do the first round of the tournament today. Then we'll carry this on at some other point, him and I, when we have another moment to do so. So, anyway, I hope this is entertaining. Let's get that ball rolling. Hello, sir.
Hello, Doug. How are you?
Not too bad. What do you think? Huh? Huh? I'm working on a...
Me too.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's happening. So basically, we're pitting up the top grossing movies against one another, and okay, so Paul, out of the 2 movies, I have a feeling this one's going to be a no-brainer, but Avatar versus Avengers Endgame, which would you pick?
Oof, that's a tough one. You know, it's weird because Avatar was such an experience.
Mm-hmm.
3D on the IMAX. And so, but the second time I watched it, I was kind of like, this movie isn't that great.
I think that's a lot of people's critiques, is that in the moment, it was really exciting and really new, and so visually like nothing else. But upon second viewing, it's like, oh, this is just a very regular story that isn't like that unique, or it's kind of been done, but it hasn't been done like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with Avengers Endgame.
I'm also going with Avengers Endgame.
But is Avengers Endgame a better film because it's a better film, or because it had 10 years of build-up, and well, no, more than that, like 13 years of build-up. You know what I mean?
Well, it's hard to say if you take it out of where I guess Avatar stands alone. Avengers Endgame does kind of need you to see everything beforehand, right? But ultimately it comes down. This is down to our preferences. Number 2, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King versus Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
The Return of the King.
I'm going with Return of the King too.
The second one?
Return of the King is the 3rd one.
No, you said I'm going to go with Return of the King 2.
Oh. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, I gotta watch out for Mr. Literal Paul here. Although it's not my favorite Lord of the Rings movie, it kind of has this really overblown ending.
Oh my God, whatever.
I do feel like... I don't know, I guess I kind of just liked... I mean, basically what it comes down to, I didn't think Force Awakens was, like, anything to write home about. I thought it was kind of a nice way to jumpstart Star Wars again. But Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest versus Avengers Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Yeah, I agree.
The first Pirates was really good.
Well, I like the second one, but here's the problem with the second one, is that it has no fulfilling finale because it's supposed to lead into the third one, and then the third one isn't very good at all. And so it's like, well, why did I get invested in the second movie when I don't like the third one? So yeah, I guess the problem with the second movie is that it's incomplete. Mm-hmm. Even though I thought it was fun enough. I thought it was okay. But Avengers Infinity War, just like Endgame, it's just better. I don't know. It's just it's a good film, and not, but also not great standalone. But at least it has a satisfying finale to follow it up. Actually. Oh, this one's gonna be pretty easy for me. I don't know about you, but The Dark Knight versus Jurassic World.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
How did Jurassic World gross anything?
it did very well, but it was. I think it was in the moment, a flash in the pan, because everyone was just so excited about the idea of Jurassic Park being back, but ultimately, I think most people will agree that it doesn't really hold up. Like it was a play on nostalgia, but then after that, it didn't really have much else going for it.
Next, it's going to be Jurassic Galaxy, and then that's just going to be suck.
Yeah, Jurassic. I found that way funnier than I should have. Okay. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone versus The Lion King, the remake.
Philosopher's Stone. I haven't seen the remake.
Well, I have, and let me tell you, it's not worth it. The new Lion King is so derivative of the original, like it's almost insulting. Like, just how they made the same movie. They made it look great, but it still wasn't as good. So far we're both in agreement of everything. It's number 6. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End versus the Avengers.
Avengers, dude.
Yeah, that one's another no-brainer. I did not like the World's End.
We call ourselves the Avengers. Or Avengers.
The first Avengers isn't like... There's like some problems with the story, but ultimately, like, it's such a fun ride, like, you don't really care that much. That final act is so iconic and so amazing that it basically, like, forgives the sins of anything else that came before it. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix versus Furious 7.
Order of the Phoenix. I love me some Fast and Furious, but they're not the same anymore.
No, at that point they were kind of losing steam.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I'm
raise the stakes even higher. Let's threaten the world. I'm going to raise the stakes even higher than that. Next, they're going to be threatening the multiverse, and the only way to stop it is to drive their cars really, really fast, and I don't know, go back in time or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah. I have to go with Order of the Phoenix because I haven't seen Furious 7. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince versus Frozen 2. I haven't seen Frozen 2.
I haven't seen Frozen 2.
We'll have to go with that. Frozen was okay, but I just didn't have any interest at all in seeing Frozen 2. I don't know what it was in me. Maybe it was just like me feeling so sick of Disney. And I was like, I can't do it. Don't make me do it.
I didn't even think the first Frozen was that great.
No, it's overrated for sure. But I remember I had a good time watching it though when I first saw it. But if I ever hear "Let It Go" ever again,
oh my God.
I'm gonna let my brains go.
Two Towers.
I'll go with Two Towers as well.
The Two Towers was a really, really good movie.
I feel like it's the best of the trilogy. Like, it's this really solid middle piece with really one of the best action set pieces ever at the end of it. Like, that whole battle at Helm's Deep was just jaw-dropping.
Yeah.
Number 10, Shrek 2 versus Black Panther.
I'm gonna go with Black Panther.
It's been so long since I've seen Shrek 2. I remember I really liked it in theaters, but...
Shrek 2 is good.
Yeah. But I feel like Black Panther has more substance, where Shrek 2 is just kind of... It's a fun film. Oh, interesting. We got a Harry Potter duel. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire versus Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
I haven't seen Deathly Hallows. I don't know if I've seen the Goblet of Fire.
That's the one with Edward Cullen in it. Yeah, Robert Pattinson is in that one, if I recall.
Does he sparkle?
No, he's actually not bad. He's actually, obviously Robert Pattinson isn't a bad actor at all. He's just got he got a good gig that he knew he'd be a fool to pass up on. Although maybe in some ways it has... Well, no, obviously he's doing okay because now he's Batman, so...
Yeah.
So, clearly, it didn't damage his career. Yeah, I'm going to go with Goblet of Fire as well, actually. Because I just remember I just remember walking away going like, oh, I actually really like that one. Spider-Man 3 versus The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
Oh, really?
Spider-Man 3 was atrocious.
Wow, okay. So even though you hated The Last Jedi, you're still going with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with The Last Jedi, too. Although I am also a Spider-Man 3 apologist, I will go with The Last Jedi. Here's an interesting one. Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs versus Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
We go with Ice Age because I haven't seen Fallen Kingdom.
I don't think I've seen that Ice Age one. I'm going to go with Jurassic World because I've seen it. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the Ice Age one. So there we go. There's where we deviate so far. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. There's so much Harry Potter on this list, it's insane. Versus Frozen. I'm going with Chamber... Sorry?
Harry Potter.
Yeah, same here. I'm going with Chamber of Secrets. Again, I liked Frozen, alright, but I didn't love it. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring versus Beauty and the Beast.
Fellowship of the Ring. That is just a perfect introduction to that world. I think that movie's pretty much flawless.
I know it's the Lord of the Rings movie I've seen the most. I remember getting kind of sick of it when it first came out, but I feel like that trilogy, just in retrospect, just feels like it was exactly what it needed to be for blockbuster cinema at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was...
The other just seemed like a cash grab.
Yes, yeah, no argument for me there. Alright, Finding Nemo versus The Incredibles 2.
Finding Nemo, all the way. Incredibles 2 was fun, but I mean, if it was between Finding Nemo and the first Incredibles, that would be very difficult.
I really, that would be, I would go with the original Incredibles, but yeah, I would say that out of those two, Finding Nemo was really, it's a really fun flick. And it was really fresh at the time. And it was what kind of cemented Pixar as the studio to beat, so. Star Wars 3, Revenge of the Sith versus The Fate of the Furious.
Revenge of the Sith.
I'd go with Revenge of the Sith, too. I actually like Revenge of the Sith. I know there's a lot of people who hate the prequels, but you know what? I have a real little soft spot in my heart for them.
I like them, too.
Obviously, I fully acknowledge their flaws. And Revenge of the Sith, I think, is one of the one of the three that actually holds up pretty decent. So it's got flaws, but I think it's way better than Attack of the Clones. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen or Iron Man 3?
I'll go with Transformers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we got an upset. That's wow. You didn't like Iron Man 3?
No. I was like, what the hell?
I had issues with Iron Man 3. I think it's one of the weaker MCU films. I don't know. In some ways I really like it, in some ways I don't. I think the third act got a little bit out of their hands. But I just hate Revenge of the Fallen, and I hate it with this fiery passion. So that one goes to Iron Man 3 for me.
Which one is the Revenge of the Fallen?
That's the one...
Leonard Nimoy is the voice of Galvatron, right?
No, that's the third one, Dark of the Moon. Revenge of the Fallen is the one where at the end Shia LaBeouf goes to Transformer Heaven, his mom gets high on a pot brownie, and then there's the Devastator with his big metal testicles. Those are the things I remember the most. Oh, I can't do that movie. Won't do it. Oh, this is an easy one. Spider-Man, the first one, or Minions.
What's that?
Minions?
Oh, fuck that. Spider-Man.
Yeah, no brainer there. No brainer there.
Hate Minions. I hate them. It's like the studio going, love these things because they're cute, and I'm like, piss off.
Well, to be fair, a lot of people do love the Minions, but
I know.
especially like they were okay as like little side characters, but when they get their own movie, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
It's tough to beat the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2.
It's true.
Spider-Man 2 is probably the best superhero movie ever made.
It's up there. I really like it. Shrek the Third or Captain America: Civil War. So Captain America?
Yes.
Well, let's see. How much time do you got?
I should be gone right now.
Okay. And well, we were recording for 20 minutes, so we can leave it at that, and we can go for round 2 another time.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining me, Mr. Paul.
No problem, Mr. Doug.
Hey, that's really coming along. Your beard there. It's got some length to it.
Heck yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, we'll be in touch.
Sounds good.
Cool. Peace out.
Bye.
All right. So there we go. That is round 1 of the Blockbuster Movie Tournament. So let me know if we got anything completely wrong in the comments down below and what your picks were. And the album I listened to today was called Wilkes, Wilkes, by an independent artist named Sam Wilkes. Kind of a really cool, you guys are gonna roll your eyes, ambient jazzy album. I really think it's great. But what's different is this one's really current. This came out in 2018. Just really kind of teleports you to a different place. Like it's just this very soothing, but has this sort of like level of chaos to it. Really interesting. Like the ambient stuff is really cool, and just a lot of really neat sonic stuff happening in it. Probably worth listening to with headphones. You can find his album on Bandcamp for download. So if you want to spend a little bit of cash and help support an independent artist, that's a great place to do it. But his album is also on Spotify. That's Sam Wilkes. So it's worth checking out that way as well. So, alright, thanks everybody for watching. Have a good one.